Welcome everyone to Liberal Agencies Television. I hope this video finds you well in your location across the globe. Today, I just want to ask you a question. Have you ever been conned? Have you ever fell a victim of a con man or a con woman for that matter? You know, I want to hear your stories. Just go to the comment section and put a small statement of how you are conned. You know, a con man or a con woman is different from a thief. You know, a thief is that person who approaches you and says, "Give me everything," or just takes by himself everything from you. They can even come to your house and take everything by force. They just scare you that we are going to maybe stab you, and they take everything by force. That's a thief. But a con person will approach you very nicely with some lies or half-truths until you start buying into those stories, you know. The moment he can now persuade you to buy his story, maybe you give him money or some valuable, it means now you have been conned. That's how a con man operates. Not forceful. He comes to you, talk to you nicely, until yourself you give in and accept the stories, and you now fall in their traps. You know, I want to hear your stories. Just a short sentence of how you are robbed or how you are conned, I mean. Well, I want to give you a story. I've also been conned on at least 2 occasions. You know, there were actually 2 occasions. The other times I managed to become clever and read the plan that the people who are trying to con you are coming with. Before I tell you there's 2 of my cases, I want to welcome our new viewers who have just bumped into this channel. Kindly just subscribe and give our channel and give our video a like. And also press on the notification bell, so that you never miss on any video that we produce. Here we just talk about everything that we go through or that we pass through in our daily lives. There's no specific topic, or we just talk about all and everything that we pass through in our day-to-day life. Okay, thank you for the subscribers. And now I want to take you through just what happened to me on that occasion. The first time I was conned, I was working in a certain restaurant. And this young man came to our restaurant, you know, and I saw him speaking to one of my colleagues on day one. Then he went. The same week again he came, sat with my colleague again, the same person, and also another one, the now two, and I saw them spoke for a while. Now on that day again, I was sent to go and fetch some change, and this guy follows me from behind. And because I'd seen him, he had also seen me. I don't know if he was timing me or what. I just accepted him. Now we can talk because I've seen him talk to my friends. Then he tells me that in their shop, they have a shop in town where they sell electronics, you know. And at the moment, they're even giving people, you know, on hire purchase. You can just take what you want and then you pay gradually, you know. So I thought this was a good idea because I can need some of these things he's mentioning. And because I'd seen him speak to my friends, I just trust him. So he tells me that if I need even a screen, a television, big screen, they can give me, and a home theater. Those are the things that I proposed. And he said that we have those. Come, we can give you, you know. Then I take his number, he takes my number. So we agreed that anytime I'll be in town, if I call him, everything will just be okay. I'll take my things and pay later. The same day, you know, I had an assignment to go and do in town. There are usually these payments that usually are paid monthly, hotel levies and everything. So on that day I went to pay for our restaurant, this levy. And then I said, after I finished the payment, I said, why should I go back so early like this? Let me talk to that person if I can fetch my things. This person picked my phone, he picked the call and we met very fast. He came very fast. And then now we started going towards where the shop is situated. He told me that now this is where the shop is, but now we are going to remove your items from the back door because we don't want these security people to see. So I started wondering, is it now again like we are stealing these things? No, but he told me no. We just don't want these soldiers to see what we are, or these guards to see what we are, packing for people. So we are going to take your luggage from behind. It's okay. Now, when we reached the shop, he left me in the front of a certain shop. You know, there are a lot of shops in the street. So even if you are left here, you can't say that this is the shop or which one. There are so many shops. So he enters through a corridor. He goes inside there. Me, I'm left here waiting. In just like 3 minutes, he comes back and tells me that everything now is okay. Your things have been packed, and now we're just waiting for a cab to come and pick it. I already finished everything. So let's just stand here. The cab will just pass here. When I see them, we'll enter and go. But I started wondering now, who will pay for the cab? He told me there's no problem. Everything you have been catered for. Your bill is going to be this much, and you are going to be paying now slowly until you finish. No, I said there's no problem. Now that you have even now catered for the taxi, there's no problem. Then, after just a minute like this, he tells me that, okay, now, it's like they're taking some time. Maybe they've taken another route. I thought they will pass through this side, but maybe they have taken another route. Help me with your phone. so that I can call and see which route that they have taken, you know. But for me, I thought everything is okay. I just gave him my phone. I dialed the number. So as he calls the number, he's walking a bit behind to avoid maybe the noise. I didn't sense anything. He's just going a bit in a distance. He started going again into the corridor that he used to go through. And then he tells me like this, going. I just said it's okay, maybe they're just sorting something. The way he went, he never came back. He just went like that. You know? So I stood here for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I said, what's wrong? Something is now wrong. I don't think everything else is okay. When I now started entering the corridor to see what's happening behind there, there is a throughway behind. You know? So this guy has left. That's when it dawned on me that I've been conned. So I said, let me go back to work and now ask my friends about this person they were talking with that have been conned. When I went there, they also said they don't know that person. That person just used to come and talk to them. They don't know him. That person used to come to talk to them about buying electronics. So that's my first case how I lost a phone. It wasn't even a good phone. It was this 3410 phone, the button one, which was very old even. So there's no problem. Now, the second time I was conned. This is now recently. This guy comes to my shop just about time when I was just about to close the shop. I'm just winding up. They come, two of them, but this other guy was a young guy, he's like a kid, just a small boy. And he tells me that, you know, we have a wedding. You know, I do laundry. I have a laundry shop. So tell me, I have a wedding on Saturday, and we want you to do for us our suits. We are 8 people, so we have 8 suits that are supposed to be washed and put ready for the event. So can I bring them right now because it was a Wednesday, so that I pick them on Friday? He tells me so. I said, yes, just bring, but I'm closing right now. So he sent this boy to run quickly and fetch the suits for me. So as we are left with him here at the shop, stories, he's becoming friendly, we are talking. 10 minutes like this, the child has not come back, that boy has not come back. And now he tells me that because he also had other guests in the house, I should allow him to go and buy some meat in the butchery before they are closed, because it was also a time that people are now closing. So I should allow him to go and fetch that, buy that meat, and come back. The boy will have come, and then they go together, which is okay. But now he tells me to give him 500. He tells me to give him 500 to go and buy the meat, because the boy had gone with his phone, and all the money is in the phone. So I thought he was just saying the truth, because this is somebody who wants to give me work now. Let me just give him that 500 to buy the things, and now he will just pay everything all together. I gave him 500, and it went like that. He went to buy that meat and he never returned. You know? That was my second instance of being conned. I gave with my own hands like this. Those are the only 2 instances where I've been conned. You know? There are also some failed attempts that have been made on me, but I have been clever. I've been very clever in some of these instances that I refuse. Like the other time I was in town, somebody who is very well dressed, sharply dressed. You cannot even have any questions or worries about him. He sees me like this coming, and then he approaches me. A nice shirt with a tie. No, it looks like it was a suit, but now the coat was not there. Just shirt and tie. And now he tells me, my friend, how are you? Kindly, I've just gone up here to do some transactions, and I left my car out. I parked it here. He's telling me now this. He's trying now to start calling me. Now when I come back to my car, I just realized that it has been towed. The people around here have told me that the car has been towed away. And now it means that the city council, when they tow your car, it is taken to Dagoretti. Now that this is Nairobi town, it is taken to Dagoretti corner. So he tells me to lend him 2,000 so that he can catch a cab very quickly and follow up his car at Dagoretti. Because he had left even his coat in the car, he had left even his phone in the car. I can see he's holding some car keys, So he wants me to believe because I can see even car keys in his hands. But on that occasion, I just told him, my friend, try talking to these people, these shopkeepers here who are selling here. Me, I don't have anything. These are the people who are selling. Maybe they have money. And I left him like that. Why are you approaching me, somebody who's just passing by? Why don't you talk to these shopkeepers? They're the one who may have money. And then I left him like that. Someday again, after a month or two, I think, I met him again, the same person. I could remember that face. But on this occasion, now again, he approached me. And he said that his check is just about to mature in the bank, but he has come from a far place. So instead of waiting for the check to mature or going back, I should lend him, I think he wanted something like 1,300. I should lend him 1,300 so that he can pick something from the aggrovate there and go back. When the check now matures, he will reward me handsomely. Now again, I try to think this guy properly, and I put that face to the other face. I said, okay, so this is the work you are doing in town here, because that was now the second time I was meeting him. I told him I'm not in a good condition, so I did not give him. So I marked him very well. That's an instant where I escaped. And also there's a lot of these people who you just meet in the road and telling you, I came to visit somebody here and I found that he has moved. Now please help me with fare. I go somewhere. I return to my place. Those are so many. There are so many. In fact, there's a time I met somebody like that, long time, and I gave him 50 bob. He was asking for 20 bob. I just gave him 50 bob. When I returned again, I meet him again and he's asking for the same thing. He's forgotten that I'm the same person. So those are so many. And there's also a common style that conmen use. This one of asking, they ask you if you know how they can convert dollars into Kenya shillings. That, my friend, me, I don't know many things. Can you help me? Where can I convert this dollar? At that point, maybe he has some dollars in his hand like this. How can I change this dollar? I have a lot of them in the house, but I don't know how to convert. So if you start telling him that you are clever, you know how the dollars can be converted, you are advising him, he will just tell you now that you know this thing, I have a lot of dollars in the house. Give me your number so that when I go back to the house and take a lot of them, we can meet so that you help me to convert. You see? Now he's bringing another story. It is not about converting this one. He has more of them in the house. And now he wants your number so that you can connect and help him convert a lot of them, and he will reward you. If you follow that trap, the end story will be wrong. You will have been robbed. Like my friend, it happened to him, this dollar story. His was just like that, and he accepted. So when they met now to go and convert a lot of dollars, the person just changed the story and told him, first of all, when I'm going to give you these dollars, they're like $200. How much is that? You say maybe 20,000 or 200,000, because he's telling you he has a lot. So he just tell you to give him some deposit, because these dollars are worth 20,000. Give me 5,000. I wait you out. I wait for you outside here. So you enter with these $20. After you've converted, you will come back and we share. But before you go inside, leave me with some money, like 5,000, so that I can be sure you will come back. So my friend gave him some money as capital or as collateral or as surety. Just remain with this, so that when you come back, you will collect your money and we share that one. That is how my friend lost money. And this thing of dollars is too much. I know many people have heard about it. That one is too much, you know. Finally, as a way to listen to your stories, I just want to conclude. But what I wonder nowadays is that you find that there are also these people who operate like now they have been licensed to con people. You know? They have been licensed now to con people. Because the other time in the CBD, people have just pitched a tent, well branded, as if it's a company. And they have even some vehicle there with a lot of things inside. And they have agents walking around approaching people. So an agent approaches you passing, and they ask you, how are you? You have a promotion today. Just pick a number here. It can be your lucky number. It's for free. You know? And then you just say, let me just pick, because now it's for free. When you pick one and you open, it tells you now you are the lucky person. You are lucky now. You have won. You have won 40,000. And you have also won 2 phones. You see, your number is the lucky one. So now, let's go to the car. They have also a parked car somewhere there. You reach the car, you are given a t-shirt. Immediately, there's an agent there trying to, like he's filling some forms. And then he asks you now that you need to pay maybe like 6,000. After you've paid the 6,000, now is when you are going to be given your prize. So you start wondering, if I've won 40,000, why don't you deduct that one from my winnings? Deduct that 6,000 from what I've won and give me this balance. He will not accept. And even if you give him that 6,000, that is the end of the story. Now it will be another story. You will lose that money. You have been conned now. And they are operating as if they are legal. I don't understand. It's not even lottery. You know, when you are betting or you are involving yourself in these lottery things, you know, you are told to deposit money, try your luck. But these ones are coming to you just like, you know, they are conning you. It's not lottery. You're not even trying to gamble. They're just approaching you. You have won. You try this thing. It's for free. You try. They say you have won. After you have won, you need to pay this. You pay that. Nothing now again. And they are operating in the broad daylight with a car and agents everywhere. And they are not being arrested. So you wonder if now conmen now they obtain licenses to operate. But that one maybe the authorities will deal with. So my people, try to avoid this thing of being conned. One way of avoiding to be conned is trying to you have to be very careful with friends, you know. It is friends that people usually use to con people. Or somebody who is not a friend will come to you and start and build a friendship quickly. And then he starts introducing a way of conning you. So when somebody is becoming too friendly, all of a sudden, just try to be careful. You know? Be careful with somebody who is being too friendly and bring a lot of stories to you. And when you see somebody is bringing you some stories that don't add up, he's bringing this one, he's bringing this one, he's bringing this one, and he doesn't even finish the stories. They're just left hanging, each story is hanging. You have to be careful with people like that. Or somebody bringing you some story and it has some quick gain in it. If you involve yourself, you are going to benefit very quickly. Try to think twice in a case like that. There's nothing that comes quickly like that and you benefit. So when the deal is too good, don't rush. Think very slowly and isolate yourself from such people. Just say you are not interested because you are going to lose money or property. Well, that is the only thing that we can talk about now as we wait to see some of the stories that we are going to give down there. Subscribe and give our videos likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God's blessings upon you.